T with the T, she streaming every week. 3:30 to 4:30, just pull up, you can see. If it's trending, Dee Parker, she gon' speak. The topics be so hot, it be getting spicy.
Discussions with Dee Parker. How's it go? How you doing? We are active. Twitch is active. IG Live is active. Hey Nick, and thank you to the folks on YouTube that always run this back. If you have not already done so, please make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Go ahead and do it. And share the video, please, and thank you. Hey, Pat. So yeah, YouTube, as always, much love. All right, discussions with Dee Parker. Let's get into it. Well, Pat, you may be the first contestant. Hey, friend. Yes, Pat, you must got a different shift, or it might be because we come on later, but it's all good. You're here anyway. So today's discussions with Dee Parker comes from, I believe you say her name's Soraya and Joey Badass, another celebrity, and hey, Superbad, another celebrity couple, another breakup. So the question today is, should celebs just keep their personal business off the net? Should celebs keep their personal business off the net? I had no idea, though, about this. And it was none of my business to begin with. But I hate this for, what's her name? Soraya. I think that's how you say that child's name. I hate that. Because I thought her and Joey Badass was cute together. And they just had the baby. So I thought all was good. But baby, it just goes to show or prove you never know what goes on behind closed doors. There was somebody else that just broke up too. Some relationship guru. Him and his woman just recently broke up. Claims of allegedly domestic violence. So I guess it does go back to what Clean be saying. You got to watch these relationship gurus. I'm not too familiar with this guy either. I think, what was his name? Let me type him real quick. But that is the topic today. Do you feel like celebs should keep their business off the net? Should keep their business off the net. I'm trying to look up this relationship guru. Relationship guru breakup, accused of domestic violence. He is accused. I'm trying to, and I probably won't be able to pronounce his name, but I'm still trying to look him up. Yesterday was the day of breakups, chill. I'm not gonna be able to find him. If you know the guy who I'm talking about, it was all over the net yesterday. Oh my gosh, before I even forget, rest in peace to Dolly Parton. Oh my gosh. When I saw that, I was like, not Dolly. Listen, I like Dolly Parton. You say whatever you want to about Dolly Parton. I'm working 9 to 5. That was okay. If you know, you know. So may she rest in peace. Kay said it's entertaining, but I think they should because they are human too. Right. Yes, rest in peace to Dolly, baby. Dolly Parton. Okay. I'm working 9 to 5. That was that song right there by Dolly. She had many more hits too. Don't get it confused. Dolly was that girl in real life. She was her. Okay. But yes, Dolly Parton passed away. Yep. They just announced it, so may she rest in peace. Yep. But Superpat said, wow, she died, yes. Yep, Dolly Parton passed away again, so may she rest in peace. I believe she was 80 years young. And the crazy thing is, I could have swore Dolly was just getting ready to do something. I can't remember what it was, but I feel like she was just getting ready to do something big, they announced, and here she is. Yeah, she passed away. So, Jolene, don't forget about Jolene. The song Beyonce sample came from Dolly Parton, guy. I'm telling. Oh, yeah, she was her. Whitney Houston, I believe, sampled Dolly. Dolly been her. Okay? Say whatever, again, you can say whatever you want to about Dolly Parton, but she been her. So, yes, thank you, girl. Thank you, Kat. I knew it was Whitney. And wasn't it I Will Always Love You she sampled? There you go. Thank you. I Will Always Love You. I remember that because I was like, wait, Because I thought that was Whitney. I thought Whitney wrote that song, sung that song. I had no idea that was originally Dolly Parton who sang I Will Always Love You. And Dolly Parton was not a hater, baby. She loved Whitney's verse, or she loved Whitney's that song that Whitney recreated so much. She would go on interviews and talk about how amazing Whitney sounded on that record. So Dolly was not a hater. So rest in peace again, Dolly Parton. She was 80 years young. She'll be missed. Her music, TV, like I said, she legend. What up, Cutter Football? All right, let's get back to the discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We're talking about Soraya and Joey Badass, another celebrity breakup. There was a relationship guru, I cannot remember his name, but he was all over the internet. Clearly, he's pretty big. I don't know him. I've never seen none of his bodies of work, but him and his girl, or whoever, his wife, just are now going through a split, allegedly because of domestic violence, which goes back to what Clean Clean said about these relationship gurus and how you got to be careful on who you pay attention to. But should these celebrities keep their personal business offline? Like, we would have never knew Soraya and Joey Badass were even going through what they were going through had she not made the announcement. And hey, listen, I'll be the first one, because baby, you do something to me, I might have to take it to social. That's just what it is. We might have to take it to social. But I don't try to bring my relationship stuff to social, because I try to keep that. That's my business. But Megan Thee Stallion did it with Klay Thomas. She announced, that they had broken up and that she believed infidelity played a part, or she had receipts that infidelity was a part of it. Soraya with Joey Badass. But somebody on social media, and I didn't say this because I would never say this, said she should have known better because all the flags was there when it came to Joey Badass. So are y'all familiar with Joey Badass? If you watch Power and you're familiar with Powerverse, he played in Power Book Raising Kanan. He played Unique. Love that show. So sad it's going away. But he played Unique in the Powerverse. Kay said yes. So he played Unique in that, and we would have never known that. I did not. Okay, there was one incident, I'm not even gonna hold you, that I saw with Joey Badass and her, where it looked like she was on a stoop in New York and she was crying. That's the only thing I ever seen negative when it came to them too, but all positive things. And they were just here in the ATL at InvestFest speaking on a panel about their relationship. So she said she was effing done. She put it out there. She's done with it. Love her friends. I need some friends like this who came to her side, took her out, said F that. Glad he released her. She had a night out. You know what I'm saying? But should they be making these announcements to social media? Because now he's catching smoke, which I already figured he probably would. So he's now catching smoke because of the infidelity claims. And according to Soraya, she got receipts. But should these celebrities be putting that information out there? I mean, I could see, and y'all quiet today. Welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. For the new folks that are just now joining us, we are chatting today. Should celebs be putting their personal business on the net? Should celebs be putting their personal business on the net? What up, FA? What up, Just New NYJ? Today's convo is, should these celebrities be putting their business out there on the net? And we're talking about the Soraya and Joey Badass situation, where she announced the breakup and said that infidelity played a big part and he had been cheating throughout the relationship. And then you have Megan Thee Stallion, who made the announcement about Klay and some possible alleged infidelity. So should these celebrities be putting their business out there? Because again, I understand you wanting to vent, but there is another side to it. Because now Joey Badass is getting backlash. And I ain't saying he don't deserve it. Listen, because she's saying that he cheated. She's saying that there's receipts to him cheating. But somebody on social, to get back to that. Hey, FA. You're the first contestant today. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right. Did you hear what the topic is, new folks? We're talking about should these celebrities, what up, Gemini Smiley? Should these celebrities be putting their personal business out there? I'm giving examples. As we're talking about Soraya and Joey Badass just made the announcement that they're done and that he basically was a piece of ish throughout the whole relationship, and she has receipts of him allegedly cheating. Then I'm talking about Megan Thee Stallion putting Clay on blast, uh, saying that their relationship was done and that he allegedly cheated. I have no problems with you say, okay, the relationship is done. Should they be saying what is going on after that? Should they be disclosing like this person is cheating? And I'm not coming to Joey Badass's defense, but there are two sides to this because now he's facing backlash because of these allegations. All right, FA, what do you think?
Um, should they? Should they? Probably not. But because they're public figures and they make a lot of money in the public, I think the people that's invested in them sometimes gonna want explanations. You know what I'm saying?
So you
So
feel like it's their obligation that they have to put it out there? She could have just simply said, like, hey, the relationship's over. She didn't have to put out the fact that, oh, this man has been a piece of ish throughout the whole relationship.
which one? Oh
This is
yeah, but nah, no, you shouldn't have to provide, right? You shouldn't have to provide that part. Like, why? You could just say, y'all broke up and that's that, right? But the simp nigga, for sure, I think she should have. She beating on him and she lying to all these people. I definitely think she should expose her. I'm sorry, she should expose him.
who is that? Oh, who is that guy? The guru. He's a relationship guru. Do you remember his name?
Yeah, yeah. His name Yonda or something like that. Yondi Awakening.
Okay, and they were married, right? Yandi Awakening.
Yeah, he the
Okay.
biggest goofy in the world. He was the one who said, "Man, that don't make $100,000 and don't pay don't pay all the women's bills is not a man."
Oh, so that's why you over here like ah.
Oh, he's a clown. Oh no, man, he's a super duper. He the king of all the simps, and he was fucking man. You don't understand.
allegedly hitting his wife. Cause she
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he went to jail for it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got arrested. He got
Oh,
arrested, and they already showing video proof. I mean, video proof. They showing text messages of he knocked her tooth out, and she's texting him saying, like, I need to try to get my tooth fixed ASAP, and he like, go to this doctor, and it says when you in the message it was like, I need to get my tooth ASAP when you knocked my tooth out, like you know what I'm saying? It says it clearly. So
oh wow.
I really loved him because he was king of the Sims.
You just love the fact that he's now being exposed. Anyway, Rashad, welcome to the chat. New folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Parker. Today we're chatting about should these celebrities be putting their personal business out on the forefront, on the net. And I gave a couple of examples of Soraya and Joey Badass. I think, you just say, it's done, maybe not exposed. Okay, this person is cheating. And again, I'm not coming to Joey Badass's defense because if he did cheat allegedly, then he deserves all the smoke that he's getting on the net. Megan Thee Stallion is another one who disclosed that her and Clay were no longer in a relationship due to infidelity issues. So should they be saying those things? Because now Joey Badass is getting some smoke again, like I said, because she put it out there that he was a piece of it, Soraya, throughout the
The
relationship,
smoking one.
allegedly, and that he cheated. Now, somebody on the net said that she should have known better because the signs was there. First, he's Jamaican. Second, he said in some interviews that that's what he wanted was a polyamor relationship.
Oh yeah.
And third, they said he's from Brooklyn, so she should have known better. The signs were there. Kay said I would comment more, but I don't know much about their situation. But if they cheat, they already putting themselves out there by cheating. I agree. It's entertainment, but people do invest in them. All right, what do you
I
think?
think the women clowns. I think she a clown for putting it out there. She just know how hurt she is. Nobody cares.
Which
Like
one?
nobody cares. The girl, Soraya.
Uh huh.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No one cares that he cheated on you. This fake heat that he's getting is not real. It's all fake. I mean, it's not going to affect anything in the real world. It's just a bunch of women cackling on the internet. It'll go away in about a week. You know, because it doesn't matter. Who cares? And everybody is tired of hearing the I'm a poor victim mentality from these women. We keep telling you, you date niggas that's rich, they're gonna cheat on you. It's not hard. It's not simple. I mean, it's not complicated. If they rich or they famous, they're gonna cheat on you. So we're sick of you getting with rich and famous people, then get on the internet crying, talking about he cheated on you. You're the only one surprised.
And
And
she's
the fact
rich
that
and
you're
famous
still
too,
serving,
though.
yeah,
FH.
I know, no one cares. And the point is, because we're talking about men. I wasn't talking about her, I'm talking about men. So I'm saying Janet Jackson got cheated on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Everybody, it doesn't. And she's richer than. I'm sure she was richer than him. By what's the little short man name?
Oh, JD. Yeah.
Jada
JD.
Kiss. I mean,
Yeah.
JD.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cheated. So what? Who you? We just tired. I mean, I'm tired of how incompetent women are. Are presenting themselves to be. I don't understand why you continuously shocked that rich and famous men that have access to an abundance of women actually exercise those options. That's the part where it's kind of annoying to me because any man with a brain that dates, um, what's the girl you just named? No, the girl, the rapper.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Any man with a brain that dates Megan the Stallion and then gets on the internet and starts crying about her cheating on him, nobody's gonna feel no sympathy. She's a whore. That's what whores do. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, she's a whore. That's what whores do. Why are you shocked?
Okay.
Nobody's gonna cry no river for you. Well, I
So
know I wouldn't.
did she cheat or did Clay cheat?
No, I'm saying, well, allegedly Clay cheated.
So why is she a whore?
No, she's always been. She was a whore before she got with Clay.
I'm asking why is she a
Because
whore?
she slept with everybody. You don't know? She slept with like 15 people. Like, and since she's been a celebrity, she slept with, you may not be aware, but the last guy she dated, like this African or dark skinned black dude that was like an aspiring rapper, put a whole song out about how she fucked the engineer, she fucked like one of the famous engineers, she fucked Tory Lane, he like found out that she had sex with like 8, 9 people. You know what I mean? At least in like the vicinities that she be in all the time. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows that Megan's the. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you don't know, but a lot of people know that Megan is a whore. That's not like it's not like secret.
Okay,
She got around. She's gotten around a lot in the industry.
okay. I was just asking. I didn't know.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What are your thoughts?
That's why people were disappointed when she got with Clay. But go ahead. I mean, people was looking at because Clay is presumably seen as like a good guy. You know what I mean? And like a nicer man. So they was kind of looking at him like, why would you date that Jezebel type of? That was that whole type of vibe.
And then he cheated.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's what
Go
she
ahead,
said.
Rashad. Go ahead with your thoughts because I have a plot twist to this. I have a question that I want to ask.
So are we talking about the dude that was, I guess?
Nah, not Yada. She ain't talking about Yada. I
No,
thought
we're
she
talking about
was.
all of it. I mean, because the wife did put the business out there, right?
Well, so I want to make sure that I saw the same thing that y'all talking about. What I'm assuming y'all talking about, there was this couple that the dude was bragging about all this stuff that he was buying his wife and everything, and how their relationship was just the greatest. He was paying her $1 million to stay at home, and then she ended up showing pictures of getting hit in the
And men,
eye and a chip
and
tooth.
men aren't men. And men who don't do what he's doing are not men. And men that don't pay all the woman's bills are not real men. And that's why he got a lot of male hate. But go ahead. Yeah. That's the
Oh,
guy.
I think I've heard him.
Yeah. In addition, anybody that don't make 100,000, any man that will go 50-50 with his wife is not a man. Like, oh, so he's the king of all simps as far as the red
I
pill.
completely missed this man on the internet.
Yeah,
Really?
Not
I,
once.
I saw one clip of him where he was talking about that, and I was just like, this nigga is just, it's all for click. It's all clickbait. Because
And now he's being accused of domestic violence.
so here's the thing. The reason why I call social media virtual reality is because you get to create whatever perception that you want of
Mm-hmm.
yourself and your life. Most times, the perception doesn't match actual reality. And so the issue that we face is we are so focused on people's virtual reality, and we want our actual reality to match their virtual reality. And it's just those two things they don't mesh because as you can see, he's talking all of this shit, but he's living completely different. She's miserable, and that's just case in point. My wife and I,
Miserable.
we had some friends that it was a married couple, and I'm always an advocate for people that are married to have good married couples around them. Um, we went over to their house, and this was early on after we had just gotten married. So they had this nice house, had this big pool, they had lavish parties and all of this other stuff. And she would come home smoking, like women do, because they saw all of this stuff that they wanted and desired and all of this other stuff. And I was like, babe, I said, all of this stuff that they're doing it's expensive as shit.
Mm.
We wouldn't be happy with the bills that they have. And so I was like, what we have is great for where we are because we're saving and we're, investing and all of these other things. I guarantee they're not doing that because they can't have the types of jobs that would allow them to invest and to live that lavish lifestyle, right? We had all just, recently gotten married, and so we hadn't evolved into kind of where we are in our careers right now. Long story short, they ended up divorced. She ended up gay. She ended up with a girlfriend.
Hey.
And all of that stuff that they had, now they had the Benzes and all this other stuff. Now there was just all financial ruin. And my point is, everything that glitters is not gold. So we have to tap into who we are internally and ask ourselves, why is it that we are so focused on flash? Because normally flash is fake.
Mm.
So to the point that, about their relationship, I can't really speak, as much to their relationship as I do to the people that are following them and to the people that are governing their lives according to the things that they see them doing. That's really where my bigger issue is. It's like everybody got something that they going through at home, right, wrong, or indifferent. But my thing is, why do we put people on pedestals out here when we have no idea who they truly are?
Ooh, child, say that again. But thank you for answering that. Discussions with Didi Parker. Should these celebrities be putting their personal business on the net, especially when it comes to breakups? Like Soraya and Joey Badass just had a breakup yesterday.
Who is Joey Badass? Who is that?
He plays on. Do you watch Power?
The original Power. Yeah, the original Power.
You don't watch Raising Kanan?
No.
Okay. He plays Unique on Raising Kanan, but he also is a rapper too.
Okay.
And Soraya, she's an actress.
Okay.
So she publicly went onto social media to say that they were done. He's been a piece of ish throughout their whole relationship, and that she has receipts of him cheating.
Who cares?
I brought up that, and then I brought up the Megan Thee Stallion thing because Megan kind of did the same thing where she outed Clay, said he was a piece. Well, she didn't say he was a piece of ish, but she basically said he was cheating on her. She has receipts. So should these celebrities be putting their personal business out there, for the world, especially now? And I'm not defending Joey Badass, but he's getting now smoked because of this breakup.
Not only should they not, I think men shouldn't date those type of women. You know what I mean? It's just these are the early signs that I try to even teach men, younger men, or even older men, that they'll show you who they are. They will. You know what I mean? And it's not I'm not saying it's okay for them to have been cheated on or whatever. But what I am saying is you think you know her until she gets upset. And now when she's upset, you often see a different version of these people. You know what I mean? And that's not necessarily limited to women, because men could do that too. But we just often see women doing it. Every time we turn around, it's the women running to the internet, crime victim. You know what I mean? Like it's the end of the world. I can't believe they did it. It's like, and who you think somebody gonna cry a river for you? You talking about he's been a piece of shit the entire relationship. Then why did the relationship last so long?
She's
Like,
surprised
like, like,
they're covering it up.
yeah. So she's an idiot. I mean, do you know what man, what father, right, or what good male friend would encourage you to stay in a relationship that's a piece of shit? Like, if we're taking you on your word that it's a piece of shit, why would you stay in a piece of shit relationship? It's the same old thing we hear. That's why it's hard for me to believe you because nobody in their right mind would continue to stay. And I mean, unless you got children or you're married or something like
Have a
that.
kid.
But they have a kid together.
Hmm.
Okay, well I can see that. Maybe that has something. Maybe her response may
But
be because she's trying to
they
make her family work.
they did just have this kid too. I don't know if they,
Exactly.
yeah.
So the girl, that's what I'm just saying. To me, these are just red flags that make me think like a person may be not telling the entire truth,
Okay.
and they kind of more focus on wanting them to be seen as the innocent victim, and the one that was undeserving of any of this.
Let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna read Mama's comment. I got a question for both of you. Would you? And I think we've chatted about this before on the show. But would you deal with somebody that cheated on their spouse, professional, like business wise? Like if you knew a
Oh
man
yeah,
cheating on his
yeah.
spouse, would you still continue to do business with that man?
Of course I would. Why would I? See, of course I would.
Rashad?
Yeah, those are two different situations. I'm not trying to sleep with the dude, so it's ethics, you know,
But you said
business.
if it's ethics, if he's cheating on his wife, I
Well,
got
yeah,
Business ain't got nothing to do with
but
ethics.
but that's all I was going to say. No, there are business ethics. There are.
I was gonna say.
Um, But the point that I was going to make is that infidelity in relationships does not necessarily equate to a person's ethical standpoints on business, right? And so those are not. Let's look at it this way: there are a ton of successful men out there that are cheating on their wives.
And what else
Or
are they
don't watch
like
football.
on?
Or don't
And
watch
what else are they
football.
keeping your life on? I'm just
Don't,
saying.
Well, I
don't
mean,
watch
but
football.
those are, it's not you don't tie that to
Business.
every other
But
to every to
but
you don't
but
tie that to every other element of a person's life.
but maybe we should. Because
No,
Wow.
if you would cheat on your wife and
These
you
are
say you
women
love that
talks.
person, then what the would you do to me?
well, let's look at it this way: the
I don't expect for
motivations.
you to
I,
be
I, I got you.
cutthroat.
The motivations are different. People cheat on their wives for completely different reasons on why they do anything else. Your wife, your spouse, is a person that you are with more than anyone else. And so there are feelings, there are emotions, there are situations, there are pet peeves, there are all kinds of things that are created in that particular relationship, right? And it's the same way to say, just because someone did one business relationship, in a dirty manner, does not necessarily mean that every relationship that they have, they're going to do the same.
Mm.
Nah,
You
they're
knew
all.
someone dirty
Didi,
enough.
Didi, you shouldn't
Come
shop
on.
at Target. You shouldn't utilize the internet,
You're right.
right?
I don't shop at
Microsoft.
Target.
You
I
should
ain't
no,
shopping
I
Target enough.
know. And don't use Amazon. Don't
I
buy
don't.
nothing from Amazon. Okay.
I
Don't
don't.
utilize Microsoft or anything and related to computers, right?
Well, I don't.
Don't.
I don't have a choice because that's work. But go
No, you
ahead.
do have a choice. You have a
Yeah.
choice. You
No.
can quit. You can quit. You can quit.
Who
I'm just trying
cares?
to
I'm
see how
good
far
at
your
that.
loyalty goes. I'm just trying to see how serious because all of these people are owned by mostly men that have committed infidelity, and you're patronizing their business. So if
I
you're
don't patronize Target. I don't patronize Amazon.
girl, if you think you don't buy nothing, okay, maybe you don't. You're the only person in the world that don't use Amazon. They just became the second richest man on the planet because I guess nobody's using it. Well,
I
I'll
didn't
just say maybe
nobody.
not you. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't Yeah, I didn't say nobody. I said
Yeah.
I don't.
You
I
watch
don't support
football?
it either.
You watch football?
I do.
You watch basketball?
Yeah, I do.
You patronizing these businesses where all these men are cheating?
Who? The basket? You're right. Yes.
And the
I'm
owners.
playing.
And the
No, no.
owners.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm saying maybe it should be a thing. Maybe I wouldn't cheat.
Yeah, I think that is only a thing because it's something y'all desire for us to not do anymore. So we're trying to create all these magical ways to get men to stop cheating. You know what I'm saying? Which is just not gonna happen.
Hold on. Mama said, I just want to know why FA hates women so much. Everything out of his mouth is hateful towards women. That is so
Hateful.
trauma. And he can lie and say it's not true, but it comes out of his mouth. How you teach men anything so full of ish, shaking my head. Money is money. Their personal life is irrelevant to me.
Your
Just
mama.
because you say it don't make it true. You can dismiss the reality of having money and it being associated with having access to an abundance of women all you want. It's a reality that when men of status have always had a lot of options. Kings, if you're a king, you had a bunch of different women. If you're a CEO, you're the boss. A lot of times, humped a lot of your female employees, especially if they want to move up the ranks, right?
So, FA, you
If
do
you're the quarterback of the football team in high school, you probably had access to
so,
multiple women in the school.
FA, you do condone men cheating.
Do I
That's a question.
condone it?
Yes, that's a question.
Do I condone it?
Don't start smiling.
I think that's funny because I like to be literal. Condone. I need to look up what condone means. I need to look up what it actually
Let me
means.
Google it for you, Fred. I got you.
Yeah, because I'm not sure.
She's asking, do you agree with it?
Right. He
Do you
know
do
what
you agree
condone
with
means.
it?
Don't,
I'm
nah,
okay
don't.
with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You know what
I'm
condone
okay.
means. Don't do it now.
No, he answered you.
Oh, what did he say?
I'm okay with maybe not married men, but
He
definitely
condoned.
boyfriend girlfriend.
So
Definitely
he
boyfriend girlfriend.
So,
Maybe not married man. Maybe not married man.
so do you condone all people that are not married to cheat?
is it
Men
what?
and women?
All people. No, I
Yeah.
don't think women should cheat.
Oh, so you think only men should cheat?
No, I don't think men should cheat either. But
No,
if
nigga, that
a
ain't
man
what you just
cheated,
said.
no. You said condone, condone, and me
I mean, you
advocating
never
it is not the same.
know.
I'm
That is
saying that if
condoning
I
me.
see a man cheat, I'm not gonna. I don't think it's the end of the world as much as. But if I do see a woman cheat, I do think it's the end of the world
Why?
because I have double standards. I believe that there are things that women
Perfect.
shouldn't be able to do, and I think there are things men shouldn't be able to do.
All right. As long as you understand that, yeah, there's a double standard. So you're aware of it. So,
Yeah,
Oh, the
okay.
definition of condone, FA, is to accept,
Yeah.
allow, or overlook a behavior.
I definitely condone it.
It's me.
Overlook 100%. Accept 100%. Like
So
I'm not going to do.
if one
I
of your
still
married
love
partners,
Martin Luther King. I still
so
love Martin Luther King.
if one of your married partners was cheating on his spouse, would you check your married partner?
No, God. No, it depends on if he's cheating respectfully. So it's a way to me, it's a way that I would condone it. I like the overlook part of condone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um,
Overlook behavior that is considered wrong.
So here's the
right.
question.
Yeah.
So, all
It
right.
depends on if you're doing it respectfully though. Like I
So,
wouldn't condone you sleeping with your wife's coworkers, any of her friends, or any of her family members. I think that's snakish behavior. I do think that that's snakish. But anything outside of that, like some girl from across town, yeah, I don't care.
yeah. Now, so one of the reasons why I don't condone it, even um, if it's snakish or if it's not snakish. And
Right.
one of the reasons is because by doing that, you're putting that family at risk.
Mm.
If he ends up getting caught and the wife can't accept it, if they have children, then you've just broken up a household. And that's one of the reasons why, as hard as it is, that is why I try to remain consistent with everybody and try to get people to understand it is a choice to step out, and you do
Mhm.
have the ability to make the right decision. And I do that as hard as it is for the benefit of the black family and keeping it strong. So that's specifically me. It's a
Yep.
hard thing to do. I'm one of the few because men co-sign for men just like women co-sign for women, right? But my thing is, I haven't stepped out on my wife.
Oh,
As hard as it is, it's
right.
not easy. I'm not gonna lie and
Right.
say that it's easy,
Mm,
but it's a conscious decision, and it's not just wrapped up into how much I love my wife, but it's also wrapped up into who I
your
pray to.
morals. Your morals, yeah.
But 100% is this was what I believe, and I want to be able to talk to my son, even though everybody tells their sons kind of. Well, let me not even say that. A lot of men tell their sons the same thing and tell them that yes, they can be, they can be monogamous. But most of the men, when they get the question, they lie to them and they say, "Yeah, I ain't never cheated on your mom." Right? I want to be able to have
Honesty.
moral
I'm
freedom.
definitely telling them I cheated on your mama
I
for
already.
sure.
Oh
Oh, you
my
tell you tell me you cheated?
God, Jose!
You
No,
tell
if
me
they
you
was to ask me that, if my son, oh, by the way, I got a little boy on the way, but
Yay! Finally! Okay, another one! Yay! I know you
yeah,
happy.
and man, I seen the video, Didi. But
Yeah,
look,
cheated?
man, I know you happy
oh
about
yeah, but I would be honest, man. I would
So,
tell my son if he at the right age, by the way, the
well,
right age.
so that's the thing, though. How do you follow that up, though? You don't just say yes and then leave it there.
No, of course not. No,
So
you
what?
explain,
So what's
to
follow up?
him what it is to be a man and some of the struggles that come with being a man. That may be a little bit different from women because we don't always have the same struggles,
But
right?
do you give him the? But you have the ability to be better than I was speech, or
This is
you?
what I would say
All
right
right,
now. This is what I would say right now in stage I am,
all
right?
right.
I would encourage not just my son, but any of these men that you speak of. 'Cause I like your point of it can cause the breaking of the black family, and I can appreciate that. What I would encourage men to do is tell women who they are before they marry them. I would rather that first. Hey, listen, I can't promise you I might not hit nothing in the future. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm working on it, but I might. So, and that to me eliminates a lot of things.
Did you
You
tell
know
your
what I'm
wife?
saying? I told her that when I was dating. I told
Did
her
you
that when
tell
I,
her the wedding night though?
no, I'm the same person. She already knew who I was.
Yeah, you
You know
don't
what
bring it
I'm saying?
back up. No,
Yeah,
here's the
I'm not bringing it back.
so let me help you out real quick, Didi. So the thing is, you say it up front.
Mm.
You never
Oh,
bring
yeah.
it up again. And if it ever happens, then you go back to the well. I told you that when we first got together. It's a game we play. It's
I'm
and
not doing
it's,
it in
it's
necessarily in a
Yeah,
manipulative way.
bruh.
yeah.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you why. Let me just tell you why. No, Rashad is right. In a lot of cases, that is a tactic. I'm not denying that. But if you notice, think about this, Rashad. I am who I am all the time. And if these questions, my answers don't change if my wife was present.
Understood.
I'm like,
So, like,
we gotta get your wife on here. I
I'm
just
telling you, my answers don't change even if my wife is present.
No, I don't doubt it. But once
Now
again,
I'm gonna be more respectful about maybe how I respond, but meaning like maybe not speak so bluntly, but I wouldn't. She would like 3 years in. We first of all, these relationship questions been around for years now, and 3 years in, she's been present, and I'd be like, oh, I'll say, what do you expect? He's rich, and I'm like, I'll tell that to my wife, like, what do you expect? He got money. What do you mean? You don't get money in monogamy. I say that 1,000 times.
Oh, Mama had a question for you. New folks, welcome to Discussions with Didi Parker. We are chatting about should these celebrities be putting their personal business up for the net? What up, Malcolm? Mama said so. When your daughter gets a boyfriend, will you say, "Well, he's just a man. I condone it"? Cheating.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say I condone it. I would say he's a man, and that is what comes with a lot of young men who haven't matured to the level of maybe being what Rashad is at. You know,
And
because
we're here.
what Rashad is
Period.
telling you, oh yeah, me too. But
Yeah.
but I wasn't. I'm speaking about. I'm having a different view than Rashad right now. That's why I was separating us in this instance. But Rashad is even acknowledging that it's still a constant struggle, right? It's a constant thing that you gotta consistently say no, especially if you're a handsome man. When you go outside, you may get attention. You gotta keep saying no. So he's being honest about it. Does take a level of maybe maturity or maybe just self discipline
It's,
or commitment to your
and belief.
decision.
And
You know what
belief.
I mean? And belief. And
And
that's
belief.
not something that comes with a young man. Okay, it just doesn't happen often.
Mhm.
So I would tell my daughter, who boyfriend or whatever, just don't be surprised. You're 21 years old and he sleeps with another girl. Just don't be surprised. I mean, that's not.
Rashad, what are you telling your daughter?
Well, shit, she's 8. Yeah, ain't no fucking.
Well, I mean, when
That's
she gets to the
Damn.
age, or you know what I'm trying to say. When she gets to the age,
it.
what are you going to tell her about these men?
No, I mean, right now she's. I think so. My mom came to me the other day.
Jump her up to 16. Jump
Just
her up to 16
if she was 16 at the end of
or
the day,
18. Oh,
right?
well.
And here's the thing: it'll probably be 12. Might even be 11 because she's just exposed to so much, and her mind is just advanced.
Yeah,
Um,
she's a little
but,
girl. Usually we
but
are.
when it comes to talking to my daughter about boys, I am going to have to remind her that she is going to be men are going to the boys are going to try to conquer her. She will be a conquest.
That's for sure.
He will be a trophy.
That's for
And
sure.
at this age, ain't no love. Words are used, but it ain't no love at this age.
Yeah,
And so she has to be wise enough to not fall for the rhetoric because it's the rhetoric that has all of these teenage mothers. They fail
Yep.
for the rhetoric. They fail for the fact that because I don't believe that, at that age that, little girls just really want to be promiscuous. I don't believe that. I believe that at that age, they are looking for companionship. And the problem is that they just don't understand that the words may match the feeling, but the intent may not match what it is that they're saying to you. And so you got to be careful when it comes to little girls because yes, there are some little girls that are just out there, and it's a small, in my opinion, I think it's a small number of little girls that really just have those fast ass ways at a young age. But I think most are really just looking to be loved. Because that's what all little girls want. That's why they have the dolls. That's why they hold on to them. That's why they hold on to the stuffed animals. They want someone to love and cuddle. And when they get to a certain age and they start getting tingly, then it just goes from dolls to someone being able to, reciprocate that feeling, right?
yeah,
And so what I am going to tell her is that you have to be careful and you have to be smart because little boys are smart. The words are smooth. They're cryptic, and they will give you everything that you want until they get what they need, and
Or
then they
one.
will completely change or want, and
Hmm.
then and will completely change. So these are the messages that I'm going to give her. You think you're going to know better than Daddy, but Daddy used to be one of these boys.
Hmm.
right,
And what
right.
I'm going to tell her is that, but your dad was different because when they went out and they did all of these bad things to these little girls and they came back and bragged, that
Hmm.
is not what I did.
Hmm.
And I didn't do it. And I believe just because of the fact that I was so tied
I
to,
definitely was bragging.
well,
Go ahead.
no,
I
I
know
wasn't
you was at
bragging.
right on the damn schoolyard.
And
Man,
so that's the thing.
every
That,
night.
that's how most were.
Boy, yeah, yeah.
And so my thing is, no matter how good a dude is in his 40s and 50s, chances are when he was coming up, he was just trying to get everything that he could. And one of the reasons was because that is where the accolades come from,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
unfortunately. Yeah.
So you don't have men that are pouring into little boys at a young age that are teaching them the right way. So they're just surrounded by other broken ass little boys
Yeah.
that have the wrong set of values out there.
That are older. Yeah,
That
I
By
agree.
are right.
condoning cheating, essay, should not the message be different? Should we not be condoning that?
So here's the thing.
I don't think cheating is an issue. I think
I
cheating
think
is an
cheating is not.
issue.
I think
I
cheating
don't
is.
think cheating is an issue. I think it's an issue if it's not it's spoken on. Like,
So in other words, it's like if you don't know, it ain't gonna hurt you. And so
yeah,
let's put
yeah.
it
No,
this
I'm
way.
saying spoken on and from the beginning. Like if you're dating a particular person, like if you go date a king, right? Then you understand that he may have other wives or he may have had
Oh,
concubines.
okay.
I'm
Let's,
just
let's
giving an example, like I'm saying cheating is bad if you agree to a monogamous relationship.
so
How
watch
about
this.
that? That's
So
what I was saying.
all right. So this is my challenge to you, right? Because you know my overall goal is to build and strengthen the black family.
Right.
Cannot build and strengthen the black family because we have so many broken relationships.
Yes.
Just because you go to a young woman and say, look, I'm probably going to cheat on you, does not mean that when you do finally cheat, that it's not going to break her mentally. Just because you went and said, hey, I told you it was going to happen, that does not absolve you from the responsibility that you turned her into whatever it was that she grew into. That's the problem with men.
I
We just
gotta
think
disagree
that's
with that.
100%. See, that's 100%. We
No,
don't
I
like to take
believe
responsibility.
no,
We have to take responsibility, bro.
I disagree that that's not. I disagree that that is our responsibility to take.
Give
Our
me one.
responsibility is to be honest.
No, fuck that.
Hold on. Her responsibility is to be responsible for the decisions she made after that. You want to keep skipping over that decision and then now absolving her. See, I respect women too much to dismiss the fact that they have the cognizant knowledge or awareness to receive information and make a sound decision. You, to me, almost diminish women by saying these women don't have the ability to make rational decisions, right? That's what it kind of sounds like to me. So when they make that decision and then it happens and you say we have to take responsibility, I'm like, no, he has to take
All right.
responsibility. He told the truth. You
So
know
so
what I'm saying?
let's take it a step further. Let's take it a step further. You are coming from a position of strictly, let's say, cause and effect, right? You're just talking about this is exactly what it is. It is, you have a brain. You are able to make decisions based upon
You're an
whatever your
adult.
situation is, right? What I am going to do is include the element that we never talk about, right? There is, our minds are set up differently, right? One of the reasons why you cannot understand why these women do these things is because we don't think like them, right? You hold them responsible from a
For being an
male
adult.
minded, nope,
No,
from
for
a
just being
male
an
minded.
adult.
That's just your definition of it. Because at the end of the day, there are tons of adults out there that still make bad decisions. It has nothing to
And they
do with
should be
being a
prosecuted
child.
for it. They should
Prosecuted.
be, meaning like they'll be reprimanded, they'll be judged, they'll judgment will go over
No,
them for
you
their
can
decision.
have it both ways because you don't even want cheaters to be reprimanded, and I feel like
No,
they
I
should.
did. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I said you can do whatever you want. I said it means nothing because it's just a bunch of women. If you call punishment getting backlash on the internet from a bunch of cackling women, let him get all the punishment he can get. Okay, fair enough. Okay, whatever. I'm just saying. I didn't say don't give him. If you feel that passionately and hurt about another person's relationship and you want to go out and do a bunch of, speaking against it, by all means, go ahead. I didn't say absolve him. I'm telling you, there are enough rational people in the world that is not going to hold that to a higher stake, like a high weight. We're just going to be like, oh, okay,
Maybe we should
it
though.
happened. It'd have been something that, no, not for cheating. Now, for beating, that's something different. I do believe, like, I would agree with if a man or a woman was beating on their spouse, then there should be maybe some consequences for that. You know what I mean? But not necessarily. Not necessarily cheating.
So let's
No,
so let's put it this way, right? Once again, I look for the solutions. And what you are talking about,
it's just one solution.
the solution is, hey,
Be
women
honest.
women need to understand that
There
whatever
are consequences for the decisions that they make.
there are consequences for the decisions that you make. Okay, I get that. But
So,
my issue is that there is nothing out here that is governing our young men and telling them that they should also make better decisions when it comes to attempting to go and conquer these women that are supposed to be the future of our community. And so it is a dual conversation that I
mine
hear
don't
you.
answer that though. But mine don't answer that for the youth. Because I'm gonna
Yours
teach
don't
my
have it.
son.